The DJI Neo 2 brings impressive upgrades, but there are several important realities buyers should understand before purchasing. DJI claims up to 19 minutes of battery life, but this figure does not reflect real-world flying conditions. In actual use, especially with wind, quick direction changes, and more aggressive stick inputs, flight time typically drops to around 11 to 12 minutes. Expecting the full 19 minutes can easily lead to disappointment. Because of this shorter real-world performance, most users will need extra batteries for comfortable shooting sessions. Some pilots may even consider aftermarket batteries to extend practical usage time. Short battery cycles also mean frequent landings and relaunching, which changes the overall flying rhythm. Before flying, each individual battery requires a separate firmware update. Skipping this step can cause recognition issues or inconsistent performance. This is something many new users may overlook during initial setup. The base model relies on a Wi-Fi connection with your phone unless you purchase the optional digital link module. Without that module, range is limited compared to higher-tier drones. The digital link module comes at an additional cost if you want longer transmission distance, compatibility with the RC2 controller, or support for goggles. Many buyers may not immediately realize that the full experience costs more than the base drone price, which increases the total investment. Obstacle sensing is not full surround coverage. It is primarily forward-facing. This means you still need full situational awareness while flying. The drone can struggle in environments with harsh shadows or reflective glass surfaces. While tracking performance is very good for its size and class, it is not perfect in every situation. Fast or complex movements can occasionally cause tracking loss. Gesture controls are available, but they can feel awkward and unreliable at first. The system requires multiple sessions before it becomes consistent. It is not something that feels perfectly natural right out of the box. For users upgrading from the original Neo, the difference is significant. However, if you purchase the first version late in its life cycle, the large improvement gap might create regret. The new model clearly moves forward in capability, making the older version feel outdated quickly. Prop guards are useful, especially for indoor or tight space flying, but they slightly reduce outdoor performance. Some pilots prefer flying without them to maintain better efficiency and responsiveness. However, removing prop guards increases risk in confined areas. If you expected the Neo 2 to fully replace higher-end drones like the DJI Mini, DJI Air, or DJI Mavic, that expectation needs adjustment. It is not designed for long, continuous cinematic flights or heavy professional long-range shooting missions. Wind handling is strong for its compact size, but it still cannot match larger drones in stability or endurance. There is also a subtle habit effect. Because the Neo 2 is quick and easy to deploy, it may unintentionally reduce how often you use your larger, more expensive drones. Smart flight learning features are present, but their improvement is gradual and not something easily visible in short-term reviews. Ultimately, this drone requires a shift in mindset. Instead of long cinematic sessions, it performs best with short, intentional flights. Understanding these limitations and strengths ensures expectations stay realistic and satisfaction remains high. DJI is preparing to launch its first true 360 FPV drone, and it could introduce a completely new hybrid category in the drone market. This model is expected to combine aggressive FPV flying performance with immersive 360-degree video capture, removing the need to choose between traditional forward-facing footage and full spherical recording. The biggest highlight is the rumored dual camera system. Reports suggest the drone will use large 1/1.1-inch sensors, which are significantly bigger than typical FPV drone sensors. The camera module is expected to rotate, allowing users to switch between full 360-degree spherical capture and standard forward-facing FPV mode. In 360 mode, the drone may support 8K at 60 frames per second recording. Pricing is expected to be structured in multiple tiers. The drone-only version is rumored to cost between $400 and $500. This option is designed for users who already own compatible controllers or goggles. The standard combo, which may include the RC2 controller, is expected to range from $600 to $700. This package would likely be the most popular choice for new buyers. A Fly More or Immersive bundle could range from $800 to $1,000. This higher tier package may include extra batteries, a charging hub, and possibly DJI goggles N3. Early pricing estimates are based on Chinese retail listings, with CNY converted to USD. Official global pricing in the United States and Europe may differ. In traditional FPV mode, it could shoot 4K video at up to 120 frames per second for smooth, slow-motion footage. This hybrid camera system means creators no longer need two different drones for different styles. Pilots can focus entirely on flying while capturing everything around them. Later in post-production, users can reframe shots, choose angles, and create multiple perspectives from a single flight. This makes it ideal for car chase scenes, diving shots, orbit moves, and high-speed cinematic sequences. In terms of design, this is expected to be a compact Cinewhoop-style drone with full propeller guards. Unlike many FPV drones that use 3-blade props, this one is rumored to feature 4-blade propellers. This design may provide improved stability and smoother throttle response. The estimated weight is around 370 to 380 grams, although this is not confirmed. Final weight may vary depending on hardware components and battery configuration. Flight time is expected to be between 23 and 25 minutes. For a ducted FPV drone recording high-resolution video, this would be strong endurance. DJI is also expected to introduce fast charging support through a new charging hub, allowing users to recharge multiple batteries efficiently. Smart features could be another major advantage. The drone is rumored to include multi-directional obstacle sensing. Forward vision sensors are expected, and there may also be side detection capabilities. Some reports even suggest possible LiDAR assistance. If true, this could make it DJI's most intelligent FPV platform so far. These features would allow safer flying in tight spaces and better subject tracking during complex shots. Transmission technology is likely to use the DJI O4 system. This system offers lower latency and stronger signal performance compared to previous generations. It should provide improved clarity and a more immersive FPV experience. The drone is expected to be compatible with DJI Goggles N3 and support the RC2 controller, giving users flexible control options. DJI appears to be structuring the product into entry-level, mid-tier, and full creator bundle options. This approach allows beginners, experienced FPV pilots, and professional content creators to choose based on their needs and budget. Overall, this drone is not just a simple refresh of an existing model. It represents a potential shift in how FPV content is created. By blending full 360 capture with traditional high-speed FPV performance, DJI could eliminate the need for multiple drones and reduce the need for second takes. Creators can capture everything in one flight and decide the final framing later. If the rumored launch timeline is accurate, the drone may arrive around March. With hybrid camera technology, intelligent obstacle sensing, advanced transmission, and flexible pricing tiers, this model could significantly change the FPV and 360 video market.